Swiss Healthcare Licensing Group, Swiss HLG, introduces the Good Partnering Practices (GPP) initiative to support the business development professionals during their partnering activities. In a series of 5 videos, the SCENIC approach will be presented: scouting and prospecting, evaluation and due diligence, negotiation and execution, integration and alliance management, conflict resolution and termination. In this video, the Swiss HLG is happy to present the 5th chapter of the Good Partnering Practices, Conflict Resolution and Termination, with 6 parts. 1. Use of escalation procedures. 2. Distribution of responsibilities. 3. Cost of own position. 4. Rules and scenarios for termination. 5. Termination at will. And 6. Importance of communication, reading early signs. Use of escalation procedures. A mandatory escalation procedure needs to be built in the contract to address any arising conflict or dispute. This will increase the pressure on both parties to settle early, before litigation. Escalation procedure gives time to manage internal and external expectations, thus can prevent unnecessary disputes. It also forces management's attention to the conflict. Both parties should agree on notice and reply periods not exceeding 30 days to avoid procrastination. No litigation without prior escalation. Distribution of responsibilities. Clearly define and allocate specified project responsibilities to one or the other party, rather than share them. This will prevent future disputes. It might be challenging to agree up front on exclusive areas of responsibility, but it is worth it. Cost of own position. If a conflict becomes a question of principle, associated costs often become excessive. An objective assessment of direct and indirect costs of one's position is best performed by someone not yet involved in the project. Also, internal resources wasted in a continuing dispute are often underestimated. In summary, estimating real costs of the conflict often makes settlement the preferred option. Rules and scenarios for termination. Termination is generally associated with failure. By negotiating clear grounds for early termination before committing, negative connotations can be avoided. One should carefully assess and evaluate the effects of termination before committing. In most cases, they can be agreed during negotiation and defined in the agreement. Termination at will. Keeping an unwilling partner provides no benefit. At-will termination prevents unmotivated partners, lukewarm contract execution, and missed alternative opportunities. Potential financial penalties and intellectual property or license transfer in case of an at-will termination should be negotiated and defined in the agreement. Ideally, rules to calculate cost of at-will termination should be defined in the agreement to reduce economic uncertainty and make at-will termination more acceptable. Reading early signs. Frequent formal and informal communication can alert to early signs of disagreement and prevent unpleasant surprises. It often provides critical lead time to get ready and mitigate potential damages. Alternatives to termination can be discussed early enough. Options can be scaling back a project, refocusing the efforts, allocating more time or money. This was the last video of the Good Partnering Practices initiative to support you, the business development professionals, during your partnering activities. We hope you liked the series and it helps you with your partnering. You can download the full paper copy of GPP on www.swisshlg.com and join our association.